Yes, dear ninth standard. This is joints, article 12.4 from page number 121. I am beginning. Joint is a point at which two separate bones meet. And there are three major categories of joints in our body: immovable, partially movable, and freely movable. So, immovable joints, see, for joints, you have to learn their position in the body, location in the body, and any peculiar point. Means examples, if they are giving the name of the joint, then you have to give its location in the body, or sometimes they are asking for difference or which bones are involved in particular joint. So first of all, immovable joints. In this type of joint, no movement is possible between the two bones and structures between the bones of cranium, that is skull. These are the examples of immovable joint. They have given diagram 12.7 that you can see. Sutures are there. Those lines which are visible in the form of joints are called sutures. Then partially movable joint. These are second category. Here only very little movement occurs between the two bones. Example, such joints are found between a rib and breastbone, that is a sternum, or between the vertebrae. So it allows partial movement, little movement. Third category is freely movable joints, where varying degree of movements are possible between the two bones forming the joint. And four major categories of movable joints are gliding, pivot, hinge, and ball and socket. Gliding joint is found in between the bones of wrist and also between the bones of ankle as well as between vertebrae. So they glide over each other. They have given the diagram, gliding joint location. And then pivot joint. Here one bone is rotated over a pivot like structure of another bone. So skull location is skull is rotated on the upper end of axis vertebra. They have given the diagram. Then hinge joint. This joint moves like a hinge in one plane only, just like the hinge of a door. Door is opening, okay, opening and closing. So it is found in elbow joint between humerus and ulna, and between bones of fingers that we can fold the fingers and toes. And less perfectly the knee joint also we have such type of hinge joint. The hinge joints usually give sufficient power. Then is ball and socket joint. Here one end of a bone which is rounded and ball like fits into cup like depression of another bone. This joint provides movement in any direction. So two best examples are shoulder joint and hip joint. In shoulder joint, what happens? Head of humerus, that is upper arm bone, fits into a socket, that is glenoid cavity of shoulder girdle. And in hip joint, large ball like head of femur fits into acetabulum, that is deep socket of hip girdle. Then there are two diagrams that you can see, 12.10 and 12.11. These both the diagrams, one is showing typical movable synovial joint, another is particular knee joint. Both the diagrams are very important from examination point of view. You people are supposed to draw them on fair notebooks, and girls are submitting homework to me, but boys of my class, Sahil Minhas and Sameer Benz and Jaspreet Singh, these three students sometime are submitting homework. Rest of them, none of you is submitting any homework to me. So kindly be punctual next time for completing your work. So synovial joint, this is coming in the form of short note also, so that I will explain you along with a video. Thank you.